Hello and welcome to Witchy podcast episode 31 and welcome to the first episode of 2020. Welcome back if you're a returning viewer and a very warm welcome if you're a new viewer. Hello, I am Shy, I'm a witch and I knit and I do other crafty things like spinning, sometimes I crochet, sometimes I do some sewing. I dabble in medieval reenactments, sewing, stuff like that. So, speaking as if I have this massive medieval project going on at the moment, I don't. Spoiler alert. But yeah, at the start of the episode, as usual, I'm super sorry about the lighting. It might change. I'm filming a little bit later than usual. The sun is out. And we all know what happens when the sun hits my face, because I'm a vampire, you know. But yes, hello and welcome. I haven't filmed in 2 weeks, I think. I filmed one before New Year's. I took the week off last week and yeah, I was like, no, I need to film something now. I don't have an awful ton to talk about today, but I do have a couple of FOs and I do have a couple of cast-ons. I've got one new cast-on, you've seen the other one. I've got an FO over there, so I'm just going to go and get it. So, spoilers. I've also got spot of lunch, which I just poured all over myself because I'm a doofus. I'm gonna go get some paper. There we go. So that's a good start to the episode. Welcome to Shy is Messing Everything Up, episode 31. Anyway, luckily nothing got on the sofa. So, I have, what do we start with? Whips? Let's start with whips. Also, yes, he's looking rather sad. It's been a very, very dark winter and I'm amazed that so many of my plants decided to survive, but some of them are looking rather sad and this one is one of them. So crispy, I need to prune this. Poor thing. But yes, let's do whips. Let's do what I've got in my penguin bag from Variable Difference. I have a sock that I am designing that I haven't gotten very far on. This is still the first sock. I've just not really been in a socky mood for some reason. But we were watching Chris Hansen versus Onision. Oh god, that is Onision, honestly, but I did this watching Chris Hansen interviewing, I think it was last week's, so yeah, we're following that. I've been hating Onision for years, but sock, I've got a heel in and I am working towards the toe. I am going to probably put in some patterning around the toe as well, so I'm kind of taking it slow and I haven't really, I've had time, I've just been doing other things, I've been knitting other things, working on other things, so yeah, this is my own design, I didn't say that, but I'm designing this myself, so I'm kind of trying to work out what I want to do for the toe at the moment. But so far it's there's a little bit of colour work going on because the colour changes are like within the last colour. So there's some colour work going on and then there's a short row heel. Remember last year when I was like, I hate short row heels, they're my least favourite heel to knit. They're so boring, they take so long and they're terrible and they don't fit well. And here I am, this is like my 4th pair of socks with a voluntary short row heel, because I suddenly just flipped a switch in my head and was like, short row heels are pretty cool. Shy, who are you? Who am I? I don't know. That happened, but yeah, I'm working on those. Short row heel, and then there's going to be some patterning toward the toe as well, and then yeah, then I'm going to make the other one. So I've got a lot of yarn in here. I've also got this random scrap of fibre fox loitering in this bag for some reason, I don't know why, but that's that. I've got this tiny scrap of grey, I've got some undyed, I've got this ball of purple, and I've got this hand dyed. This is my own hand dyed dove cut, I call it, as if I have a yarn dyeing brand, which I don't, and I don't think I can repeat this. I've said it many times. I don't think this is like repeatable because this was an accident, but I like naming what I dye anyway, and I like naming what I spin as well, because I am a dork. I say this every time. I am a massive dork. But yeah, that is what I have done on my sock. So yeah, my second whip is in this bag. And this is just the beginning of a ripple bralette out of purple yarn. The keen-eyed of you can see that this is not my handspun yarn. This is commercial yarn. This is Sostrene Grene purple. It's the same I've got in the sock. So yeah, I started this yesterday, and I am obviously on the beginning, which is a twisted rib. I'm not going to give away a lot of the pattern because it's not a free pattern. It's a pay what you can pattern, which I find really, really sweet and like a really good idea. If I ever make patterns, I kind of want to do that because it gives you an opportunity to pay. That there's this, the lowest price is like if you can't afford to pay more, and then if you want to boost the payment you can, which is really nifty in my opinion, and really helpful for people who can't really spend a lot of money on patterns, and also really nifty for people who just want to support a bit extra for the favourite creators. So yeah, anyway, this is a paid for pattern. It is the Ripple Bralette by Jessie Maed Designs, and it is super fun to knit. So fun to knit. I say this because also the keen-eyed of you have noticed this. We're going into FOs. I finished my Ripple Bralette, so I made another one because I need to do some stash busting, and I like purple obviously, so I felt like I should make another one. But yes, I finished. I'm gonna stand up so you can see it. I finished my Ripple Bralette out of my own hand spun. So this is my hand spun yarn. I'm wearing a bra underneath because it's a bit see-through, and I don't want to have this video taken down because YouTube is like, oh no, there's a nipple. We can't have that. We can't have nipples. We can't have fun things. But yeah, I finished my Ripple Bralette. I'm really loving it. I made it longer because the start, this is, you can see this like this bit. That is, it used to be this short, and I'm like, that's an okay length really, but I'm the kind of person who's a bit insecure about the stomach. I'm really insecure about my stomach anyway. I've got this scar here in my belly button and stuff, so I don't really like showing off my stomach too much, but I also really like cropped tops, so I made it a little bit longer. So I picked up and knit downwards for a longer rib. So I'm just gonna call that a design feature and modification, and not like, oh no, it's too short, I need to do something and I can't be asked to do proper surgery. It's a design feature. Shh. And it is my own hand dyed, and I am so proud. Did I say hand dyed? I meant handspun. I didn't dye this. This is SpinJones. SpinJones fibre in Moroccan lantern. This is what I have left. And I don't know what to do with this, but it is so soft, so cozy, kind of warm, because it's merino. It is merino, mulberry silk and bamboo, and I love it. So I instantly, as I was done with this, was like, I want something to knit that's not a sock. So I cast on a second ripple bralette. I made that and I'm really happy with it. I knit the smallest size on the needles recommended. I did not swatch. I feel like this worked out really well. This is about a fingering weight, slightly thinner in bits and slightly thicker in other bits. I got between 300 and 400 meters of this for 100 grams. I don't quite remember exactly how many meters, but it is on my stash page for this yarn. I need to weigh this so I can enter in how much I've got left. I don't know what to do with this, but it is super cozy. It felt a little bit stiff yesterday before, like, I wore it like for the rest of the evening. I haven't blocked it because I finished it yesterday and then I just wore it for the rest of the evening because I wanted to just have a feel for what it's like and see if there's anything I want to change or if I needed to make it longer again. And in that case I would have done proper surgery. I wouldn't have made a second add-on rib. But yeah, no, I'm actually really pleased. So yeah, I started a second ripple bralette out of also purple. This is like, it is purple, but it's also a reddish purple, and it looks more red because my bra is red, so you can see that through. But yeah, this is another kind of purple. Because I like purple. Not gonna pretend I don't. So yeah, that lives in my Cats and Pumpkins bag, which I absolutely adore. This is such a cute bag. I love it. So yeah, those are my whips and my first FO. I've got a second FO, which is a new to me craft. And not blocked, so a tiny bit stiff. I wanted to put this on nicely, but there you go. I made a scarf. It's a new to you craft, you say? Yes, I wove it and I'm super happy with it. Look at the edges on this bit. So yeah, this is Country Mouse Yatns yarn. I've got a second ball in here. It's the colourway Spruce, I think. It's like this in the cake. It is beautiful. I ended up only using 100 grams, so I'm going to make something else with this. I'm thinking about making a second scarf, but like with another yarn as well, and make it like a tartan-ish pattern. I haven't decided. Or I'm just going to save this for later because it's in a kind of loose cake, so it's okay just all like this, I think. It's made on a ball winder and it's the first time I've used one, so that was fun. But yeah, I've got this cake of yarn, and I've got this scarf out of the yarn. So which is the first bit. This is the beginning bit, and you can see the edges are kind of ugly. Well, they're okay at the start because, you know, beginner's luck, and then they get worse, a bit worse. In the middle, they're terrible, because I kind of lost track of how to do the edges properly. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like a bubble out there, because what happened was like the warp just went in on itself on one end, like on one of the sides. It went in on itself when I went back. So I figured out how to sort that out toward the end. So I've got like 40 centimetres of really nice edges, and the rest is kind of ugly and bumpy. But at the same time, this is the first time I've woven something, and I'm actually really happy with it. Sadly, it is a little bit short because we did not take into consideration losing some of the length with the warp, and so we didn't add any. I should have done, and also I just assumed how long, this is for David, I assumed how long he wanted it. So we made something like 175 warp, and then we obviously lost some length. So this is taller than me? No, it's actually a little bit shorter than me. So yeah, I'm gonna make another one at a later date, but I need to return the loom soon. I borrowed my godmother's knitter's loom. I'm not going to bring it out here because it's all tucked away in its bag, but it's one of those Ashford foldable looms. It's 50 centimetres wide, or at least the thing, the thing in the middle, the vävsked, I don't know what it's called in English because I lost the word, but I'm learning things about weaving, but the middle thing that you change the shed with, I can't remember what it's called, and I can't be asked to look it up, but what was I saying about the middle thing that you changed the shed with? I don't remember. But anyway, it's tucked away in its bag, and oh yeah, it's a 50 centimetre thing. So the loom is a little bit broader, obviously, but it's the one where you can fold it in the middle, and it's like the most clever thing, and I really want one. And I showed it to my sister-in-law, and she was also like, hello, by the way, if you're watching. So we might get one together, but I'm kind of thinking about getting the 70 centimetre instead of 50, because then we can make historical cloth to make historical clothes from, which is super exciting, because I also figured out how to make twill, but I can't because I don't have two of the middle things that you change the shed with, but I can't remember the name of because I'm a doofus. But yeah, I think you kind of need two identical of those to be able to make twill, but that's like my next thing I want to make after figuring out the edges for real, is trying to make twill fabric for actual sewing. But yeah, I need to have a look at if and when. Also, my mum has a small loom that I'm going to look at next time I'm there, which will probably be next week. So I might do some weaving there as well. I'm really excited. At first it was a bit like, this is a bit tedious, but then you get into it and it's just, you know, you send the shuttle through and you do the middle thing, and it's very meditative and very neat when you get it right, and I had a lot of fun doing it, and I totally want to weave more. and learn different techniques. I want to make diamond twill at some point. That will not be the first twill I make. I'll just make a straight up twill because I don't know what I'm doing yet. But yeah, that's an FO. It is done. I just need to soak it, and I need to soak this. This needs to be blocked. I don't know if you block scarves, but I need to soak it because it's feeling a little bit stiff. So you could do with some conditioning and wool wash. It is, this yarn is superwash as well. I thought that would be nice for a scarf because you might want to chuck it in the washer at some point if you like drop it on the train and it's all muddy or something. You never know, winters can be messy. So yeah, those are my FOs. So now we're on to spinning, which is exciting. I'm just going to have a little sip and try not to spill it all over myself again. So, spinning. I think I showed you this fibre last time. Yes, I did. You can tell I've spun some of it up already. I had to wind some of it off. So I've got one bobbin of this and I started a second. I can't decide what I want to do with this. It is so pretty, and I think would look its best plied, obviously, but I can't decide if I want to do a chain ply or a 2-ply, because I've spun this a little bit thicker than I spun this. It's still rather fine, as you can tell probably. I can show you on the spindle so you can tell. It's still pretty thin. I like spinning thin, and this is really spinning up thin without a struggle. I don't have to fight it to be thin. This is like super soft and super nice to spin, honestly. It is Masham and Merino, and obviously some Angelina in there. And these locks that I'm not putting in this project, I'm going to save these for later because I kind of want to comb them and I don't have the tools to do that. Or card, maybe, I don't know. I want to do something with them because they're kind of... I'm not really an art yarny person, at least not yet. I like to spin to use the yarn. If I get into like weaving artwork, I might get into art spinning, but until then I don't art yarn. I do use yarn, so I kind of want to process those locks a bit before using them. So I'm not putting them into this spin, but those are tease water. I don't know if I said that, sorry. Didn't mean to flip you off there. These are tease water, and the rest is Masham and Merino, and it is so bloody soft and so cozy. But yeah, so I'm working my way through that, but I cannot make up my mind how I want to apply it. I think I'm starting to think I want to chain ply it because I kind of want shorter colour repeats than what it is straight out of the Rolex. Maybe that might be my fault because I'm spinning so thin, but I kind of want them a bit shorter. But I also really want the 2-ply effect of spinning it from 2 ends, so I get the pink and the brown throughout the whole thing. But I also don't see myself using a barber pole slash heathered. I can't see myself using a pink and brown heathered slash barber pole because there are heathered bits that are going to be heathered if I do that because of this situation. I don't know what I'd use that for. I don't know what I'd use the other one for either. I mainly wanted this fibre because it was so pretty and so me, because it's like blackish brown, sparkly, and then pink. And hello, that's my personality. Black and spooky, also sparkly, and loving pink. So I don't really know how to apply this yet, but I'm gonna spin all the singles and then we'll see. This is fun, at least. This is from Barn to Yarn on Etsy. I will have it linked in the show notes down below, as usual. And yeah, really excited about this spin. But I have had to have a tiny bit of a spinning break because my finger started hurting winding things up on the spindle. My finger is in pain. It's not in pain anymore, so I think I can spin today. But yeah. So I think that's all the crafting I have today. Actually, I did show you, yes I did show you the bobbin. It's so sparkly. I know this is blurry, but look at all the sparkles. Sometimes I feel like you can see sparkles better when they're blurry because you see the colours. So look at all of that. It is gorgeous. I love it. But yeah, that's what I have for crafting. I'm excited because I'm going to go visit my parents, and my godmother gave me a tip about the shop she got the loom from, and it's right outside the town. So we're going there, and they have spinning wheels, and they have fluff, and they have everything, and I'm just like, I want to go there and buy all the fluff. I can't really buy anything at the moment, but I'm really excited to go have a look. So maybe I'll get something. And yeah, I did something else with my makeup today. I don't know if you can tell, it's similar but different. I watched Jenna Marbles' e-girl makeover yesterday and got inspired. I agree with her, e-girl makeup is super cute. I don't know why they get so much hate. Just cute. But I don't look like an e-girl, but I felt like I wanted to do something kind of inspired for my makeup, so there we go. I never use like oranges, but I've got some orange going on. I don't know. Kind of like it, but yeah. Yeah. It is still sunny. I'm amazed that it hasn't disappeared behind a cloud, and honestly I am missing spring, mostly for my plants' sake, because they have gotten so little light and I just want them to grow. It's been a struggle this winter. It's been a proper struggle. I like I said at the start of the episode, many of them are looking kind of crispy and sad because we also get like quite dry air here in the winter, I've noticed. So I hope that will change soon. We don't have a humidifier. Maybe I should get one. But yeah, I hope to get back into plants more. I've been on a no plant. I've been so sad when it comes to the plants for like the entire year. So I haven't really been able to. I haven't been able to like take in any new plants, and I've had to throw out a lot of plants and get rid of because of thrips, and then this winter it's just killed things, so I've been really sad about it, but I'm finally starting to feel like maybe, just maybe, I can get back into plants like proper now, you know, past spraying them down with neem oil and getting rid of thrips and throwing out dead plants and making the ones I have survive through the winter. Maybe I can dive deeper into the plantiness again. I've missed it so much. I like 2 years ago when we lived in the house. I mean, I talked about my plants a lot, and I had like plants behind me, and I had a lot of plants in that tiny little house, and I've got way less plants now, and I've got way more space, and I so miss it. I really want to get more into Hoyas this year, and aroids. I basically almost only have Hoyas and aroids, but I want to get more into them. I had a little YouTube deep dive about Anthurium clarinervum yesterday. I've got one of those, but it hasn't grown at all since I got it last summer, so I kind of want to help it feel better. So hopefully I can do that. And the Christmas tree fell on my Monstera variegata and snapped one of the stems. So I'm sad about that. So I kind of want that one to just grow so I can take a new cutting. Because my other cutting, I am going to make a plant video at some point. Because this is probably kind of boring if you're not into plants. I'm sorry, but I took 2 cuttings. One of them I put with the big plant, and that is the plant that snapped the cutting. So I'm kind of mad about that. F you tree. No, I love you, but the tree is going on Sunday. Bye bye tree. Sad about that, but yeah, the Christmas tree fell on that and snapped the cutting that I put together with the mother plant. And then I took another cutting as well, which is in its own pot, and it's put out a new leaf, but it's all white. So I'm kind of mad about that. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. All white leaves are so gorgeous, but they cannot photosynthesize. So that one is just going to die. And I don't know if he'll put out a new leaf before he decides to just die. So I'm going to keep that one alive as long as I can, but the one plant I'm the most anxious about is the variegata, and that's the one who's just getting all the bad luck. But yeah, I think maybe enough about plant talk. Sorry again if you're not interested in plants. I am, and I've rediscovered it, and I'm like, plants. So yeah. And I also joined a group chat for plant people in my close vicinity. Because I needed to enable myself more. So yeah. But yeah, speaking. How do you do that? But yeah, not a lot else has happened since last time. It's been New Year's, and then it's been David's been working, I've been knitting, I've been spinning, I haven't been doing a lot else. I had my parents, enhancements. Not really a stash enhancement, but I have to show you, as if it's going to focus, but these scissors are the cutest thing. It's a unicorn and it's rainbow. My mum got this for me because she was like, oh, a unicorn pair of scissors that's also rainbow, I have to get that for Jai. So she got me. I've accidentally started a collection of cute scissors. I've got a bird pair, I've got the heart pair, and I've got a unicorn. So this is the thing now. I am officially a collector of cute pairs of embroidery / yarn scissors. And I got some fabric. I think my grandmother stashed these and gave them to my mum, and she was like, do you want these? And I'm like, yes. Super pretty. Project bag incoming? Yes. It was a bit Tudor looking almost, and that's exciting. It's historical stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna do something with that. They're quite small squares, but I think she got them probably for quilting, because she's done a lot of paper piecing. I've never tried that, but every time I see it I think of her, so maybe I should try that at some point. But yeah, she's done a lot of paper piecing, so I'm guessing this is like paper piecing stash, but I don't think she does it anymore. She's over 90 years old now, and I don't think she does a lot of quilting. So yeah, I got those squares. They are now a hat. Quite stylish. I don't know why I keep putting things in my head. I've been stopping myself from doing this all throughout the episode. I don't know what's with me, but yeah, that's what I have for enhancements. I haven't really bought any yarn, haven't bought any fibre yet. Maybe next week. So excited. I'm not going to vlog it because I've never been there, so I kind of want to see the shop first. And if I ever go back I might vlog it. Maybe, we'll see. So yeah, that is about what I have to talk about for this week, because not a lot else has been going on. But yeah, no. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. I have not been doing admin stuff to the podcast group on Ravelry yet. My aim was to do that before the new year, but it just hasn't happened. So I feel like maybe if I have just had like zero energy. That's what's been going on. I haven't been wanting to see people. I haven't wanted to like go out. I have just wanted to sit down, knit, play some World of Warcraft, be like in my own little bubble of no interaction please, and there's been zero headspace for doing admin. So hopefully that's something I can do now. It's a bit late, but hey, I'm still gonna stick to the plan I have for a thread per month. That's gonna be no chatter for show notes. So there's gonna be a January thread for show notes. So there's gonna be episode this week, and however many I'm just gonna put in the next post. There's gonna be no chatter, no replies, and then I'm gonna do some other threads like a general chatter and stuff like that. So but we'll see when that happens. I'm sorry it didn't happen yet. I'm sorry if it doesn't happen within the week. Oh well, the show notes will, but the rest I don't really know how to admin the groups. I want to de-sticky a thread. I can't figure out how to do that. So annoying. I know how to admin forums because I'm a moderator on, like, if you're a pony collector, the MLP Arena. I'm a mod there. I've been admin on other forums in the past. I've owned a forum in the past for like a guild I was in and stuff. So I know my way around forums, but Ravelry forums do not work the same way, so I don't know what I'm doing. And it is slightly annoying because I'm like, I should know how to do this. I should know exactly what to do, but I don't. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm gonna try to de-sticky the Vlogmas thread and do other things to the group, but we'll see when it happens. I'm sorry it didn't yet, but yeah. Ramble. So yeah, I am going to stop talking, go edit, upload, and do something else, and let you get on with your day. I've kept you long enough. So yeah. What's crazy is we're past 600 subscribers. I'm so happy to have all of you here. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you're not subscribed yet and would like to see what I get up to in the future for like yarny stuff and spinning and bullet journaling, and there's going to be more videos about that this year, I hope, than it was last year. But yeah, if you want to keep seeing what I do, don't forget to like this video because that helps out a ton with like YouTube's algorithms and stuff. I think everybody says that, I'm sorry. But also, if you want to keep seeing what I do, please subscribe. Gonna do the full YouTuber thing and say, hit the notification, I can't even say it, hit the notification bell. But when notifications, because YouTube is messed up, dude. But yeah, no. So, now I've done the cringy YouTuber thing. Please like and subscribe. I love you. That's not a lie though. But yeah, all links and patterns and stuff linked in the show notes in the description. Also links to my social and to my Ravelry group, where you can also find the show notes like I talked about, and hopefully soon threads for chatter and stuff. Also, if anybody wants to make threads, go ahead. That's totally fine. If you have something to ask or talk about and stuff. I am still rambling, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for being here, for sticking around and for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Have a fantastic weekend, a lovely week after that, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!